Do 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 Market watch. Do 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 do.
What's up guys, it's your boy Stylus from Overtrigger, and today we will talk about the current car market with the market watch and some of the things which I need to talk about specifically about car market itself on the Vanguard series. So we will just jump right onto it. So the first thing which I want to talk about is the current buyouts on Vanguard itself. Most of the people did saw this one coming, but if we look at like cards like Turtle, which are skyrocket for a rare. I never had a rare this expensive, not gonna lie. If we talk about now the overdressed state thing, and I think it is not a good idea to purchase them right now. I have also some of them for sale, but I don't want to sell them, to be honest, because it is hard to buy them since you don't get them for such a good price. You can see here for like 9, 10, then they just get bought out, and buy them out is not the best thing to do, because this is one of the cards which will highly get more like a rarity bump, maybe in a festival collection or any other reprints, to be honest. Then we will go to the next cards, which we talk about the overtriggers itself. The overtriggers, they had like for a few weeks, they started like to rise up on popularity. Like currently they are starting to buy out all of them on market. You can see them for like, okay, now we have one for 14 euros, but they were like over 20 euros, which is like, if we look at the, where do I have it? For the SPs, they are pretty cheap, and to be honest, if I would spend just a little bit of money, I would probably invest on those drag weathers, because first of all, they're a little bit expensive, but you get it more bling, and if the overtriggers rise from the base rarity, then of course you will buy more of them. And I even bought one for like, it was like a month ago when it started to rise up. It was more into, I bought mine, if I'm being honest, for like 14 or 15 euros this P1 before the overtrigger itself started to rise up over the 20 mark. But it's not about only the Dragon Empire one, it's almost on every one, which is ridiculous. So if you want to spend a little bit on your money for overtriggers, I would recommend also starting to buy the SPs, since for a little bit, okay, this one you can forget. They just bought out. Like this one. If we look at market, they had for such a long time for 20 euros, and if we look at the base rarity itself, you literally bought an SP for the same price as an overtrigger rare, which is kinda stupid, not gonna lie. But yeah, the Dragon Duty is still, I would still buy it, okay, for this price. Then one of the more sought after overtriggers is like the Brandgate one and the Stoicheia one, which are pretty much a few of the best, if we talk about it. If we talk about the best, then of course Tankfare is number one. Then the least one would be the Dark States one, if I'm being correctly, since it just gives power and crit for rest of the game. But yeah, if we talk about power creep, then of course the Stoicheia could be one of the sought after, and also the Brandgate one. And if we look at this, they only have so many less copies. If we look at the others, like you see here, 5 copies, you see, that's wrong. Yeah, you see here also enough copies. But if we look at the base rarity, this is the least cheap one, so it is more like in the, I don't know, sequence if you really want to buy it, but in my opinion you should buy this piece currently right now on card market since they are more cheaper. And then we talk about the next topic, Posado. Yes, Posado is a hot trend right now. If we look at the base rarity, you don't get at least one for less than 12 euros in card market. And if we look at this piece again, they got bought out. And to be honest, I was one of the guys. Who bought this piece out. Then I already had one, so I only bought 3 at the time where it rise up. It was like also in the same time where the Dragon Empire Overtrigger is rising. So it was more like, of course you need to purchase it, because Postados were like a few times before, they were like in this skyrocket price for 31 euros. And think about this, for a Posado, 31 euros. If for a playset it's alright, but for a single copy it would be too much. No cap. But yeah, you had also here the 20. Posado is a card which I would say will be always playable in standard, since it is a non-target optional rear guard with a soul charge and a counter charge option, and try to find something like this. It is pretty good. The next ones are the PGs actually. PGs will be are also rising up, since we are still not confirmed if they get a reprint, because it is difficult to find a good price for the perfect guards in the set actually. So if we look at like this, you have here, you can get a playset for like 18 euro, 17 euro 50, which is, I don't know if it's really okay, because if we look at the holo version, it looks a little bit more worth it, not gonna lie. So I would recommend it to buy a few of these, but if it's a reprint, then well, we take the loss, no cap. But it's not only because of this trigger, it is on every one. A little bit less on the twin buckle, since the thing is with twin buckle, you have also the promo. And yeah, the promo itself, you have much more copies, since if we look at card market, you see on the piece section, you also get a promo over here. And for a promo for 25 euros is ridiculous. I'm sorry, nobody will buy that. But yeah, you have here also the holo version, so it's also an okay statement. But yeah, it is the same with every PG. The most expensive one, of course, is the Brand Gate one, since many people are more likely to play Orphis and stuff like that. The Canada Sanctuary one would be the second highest if we are looking at the precise price. But I'm not actually debating on purchasing any PGs, since I have all of the PGs, so it is for me not an issue. And if I would recommend, if you need many stuff from the set itself, I would recommend buying the boxes, no cap. Since you get the boxes still for a good price, so like here for like 50 euro, and you will think more likely like, you will pay for sure like 10 euros or something else for a shipment, but at least if you think about it, you get a guaranteed overtrigger, you get a bunch of rares, which are also including perfect guards, and you get guaranteed 4 triple rares and an SP. If you are not specifically searching for singles, I would purchase the box, since the set 1 box is so much valuable than if you buy just a bunch of singles if you want to sell them back. So that is my course if we talk about like the set, like buying on card market specific TBT01s. But what I also want to talk about is the set 2. Because currently on set 2, there's also a little bit going on. So if we can look here, of course the DSRs are currently lowering right now. So if we look like here, they were in a much more higher space, like 200 plus euros. But now you can get the boost one for 150. 150, 160, which is actually a good price. And then we have also the Bastion one, which was more before on the 140 euros market. And now if you can get one for 110, that's a win. If you're focusing more on the bling bling. But if you're looking a little bit more on the base rarities, Leonard is still at the same price for like 10 euros each. And not gonna lie, I was blamed. So, and then if we talk about the front figures, which is also one of the things which I really want to talk about, because it's kind of getting in a slow pace where they start to get a little bit more up, except for the Starkia one. These are just all now the holo versions, but I will just quickly change them to the rare slot. So, because as we see on the rare slot, da ist die Yu-Gi-Oh! Karte, give me a second. Es sind unterschiedlich, also bei Yu-Gi-Oh! Kann man nicht 100% viel was sagen, weil es gibt immer Price Jumps bei Yu-Gi-Oh! Weil Yu-Gi-Oh! Ist ein viel mehr aktiver Market als wie bei Vanguard. Und wenn ich jetzt sagen würde, die teuerste, dann wäre es auf jeden Fall von der LOB-Series. Also Legend of Blue Eye Series. Wenn dann ein Blue Eyes oder sonst irgendetwas, was das teuerste sein könnte. Oder eine YCS Champion-Karte. Kann auch möglich sein. Aber ja. Zurück zum Recall. So. For the rare front figures itself, they start in a more okayish league where you buy like one euro per copy, which I think is more healthy for the market itself. Und da hole ich das einiger. Es kommt immer drauf an, wie der Zustand von einer Karte ist und aus welchem Set da rauskommt. Also ist immer unterschiedlich. Okay. The same is if we talk about like here. Currently the rares are much more cheaper except for the brand gate one, which is like 1.50, and I think the one from Keter should be also like this. Yeah, the one from Keter is also in the same price category. And yeah, the cheapest one, of course, it is, because it is cheap due to the reason you don't pay it that much. The only deck which can kinda abuse it is Zorga, but on Zorga you abuse more like the guarding with the overtrigger or with perfect guards. So I think I was also debating if I want to not play the front triggers, but instead playing the draw triggers again. Since you still want to have more pieces, and the front triggers, okay, they give you much more numbers, but the thing is, with me and Zorga, I always need my pieces, and I have a hard debate playing the front triggers. They give me good defense, not gonna lie, but I need more advantage than my opponent. That is the thing what you need to have as a Soga player. That's why I was a little bit debating and maybe cutting the front triggers. And that is why the front triggers are a little bit more cheaper than they are. Okay. And one topic which I also wanna talk about on card market Vanguard itself is the promo issue. For many people which don't know, if we talk about Vanguard promos, you have no other shot get promos except from third market source. We talk about Facebook, Twitter, Discord. These things I would consider where you can get the best benefit of promos right now for Vanguard. Because the thing is, how do you find a promo on card market? Easy. If we talk about cards which have an existing print on a set, like, you don't find this card on card market. For those people which don't know, is Gengan or Gengar, how I call it, is a very, very important promo if you play Shiranui on B series. You can't get anywhere on card market this promo. And that is my issue with card market. Since the problem is you can't like find any promos. If we talk about a congratulations promo, like Luard, if I spell it correctly, we have, where do we have this? V series. Where got Luard VR? Let's see. Yeah, here. This is how you find a promo on card market. This is how you really find it. You need to see. I won't click on the picture itself, but this is how you find a promo. Just with this writing, you know it's a promo. But the thing is, on card market, you can't differ it. Of course, we can talk about promos are a little bit more essential and stuff like that, but the thing is, with the promos itself, you can't get them, and that is my greatest issue. If we talk about, I have a card right here which should be thinking why I'm talking about the issue. If there's one card on the era where Mordred was a thing, which made Mordred a good deck, then of course this would be this card, Fallen Dive Eagle. Let us search for Fallen Dive Eagle. I wrote the card on the right side. It is written like this. And that is my issue. It is a very much important piece. And the problem is, you can't take them. You can't find them on card market. No chance. And that is my greatest issue, why I also wrote like a few times on card market itself about this, because I wanted to add some promos in, and I didn't get this. I didn't get a real answer. And if anybody from card market sees this, I would gladly have a talk why they don't put promos like this. Because first of all, in Vanguard it is very essential to have these promos. So why are these promos not on card market available if they are a Vanguard product itself? But yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you guys like it, and if you want any feedback or if you like the series itself, where I talk a little bit more in detail between cards itself, or if you also want that I cut it on specific formats itself, or like a specific topic or something like that, leave it in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys appreciate it and have a nice day or night wherever you are. Bye bye.
Market Watch.